and we'll get on with the show. Good morning, VIP Erin. Hello from Australia, Cat Dog. Welcome to the chat. Holy cow. Let's see if YouTube connects for me. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You're watching live with LWL, Lindsay with love. Today is Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. And if you are new, welcome to the show. I'm here to raise the frequency of the planet, and I'm doing that by reminding you how powerful you are, by teaching you your energy, helping you release your limiting beliefs, helping you reprogram your subconscious mind to success so you can actually integrate your knowledge, integrate your spiritual wisdom, and start creating your reality quite easily. So welcome to the show. Girl, I was looking at your likes number on recent videos. I'm just saying. I told the universe I was ready. I hired the coach. I listened precisely, except for this morning. I accidentally clicked post when I was not supposed to. I was so annoyed with myself. I'm like, no. But then I was like, you know what? Whatever. And yeah, that's how it works. You guys, tell the universe you're ready, get somebody to help you, listen to the expert, and blast off in your life. Pretty simple formula. Am I teaching manifestation? We're talking about frequencies today, so sort of. International VIP Jewel says, VIP, oh boy. Alenta, I think is what you said your name was, Alenta. Welcome back to the chat. Good morning, VIP Erin. All right, let's see what's going on, you guys. So today we're talking about frequencies. Good morning, Sarah on YouTube. We're talking today about frequencies. I was like, what should we talk about? Like lately I'm like, not necessarily uninspired, but I want to make sure that I'm hitting points home for everybody that's listening. And some people are further along in their journey, and some people are just starting in their journey, and some people are like, what are you even talking about? But they're here anyway. And so I thought, let's take it maybe back to the basics a little bit, so you can remind yourself how energy truly works. Because it's really important to know, right? If you are on a spiritual journey, which is very much an energetic journey, it's a journey of raising your vibration, raising your frequency to match other high vibrational frequencies, then you should know how it works. I think it would help anyway. All right, thank you for the follow. My Poetic Touch, welcome to the chat. I love your robe. It's from Masoni. Good afternoon, VIP Alenta. Okay. It's from Masoni. Someday they'll sponsor me. So I was listening to, I researched on YouTube the latest research around consciousness. I thought maybe that would be a good place to start in my desire to get new information or information out to you. And I came across a YouTube video called The Secret Truth Behind Consciousness by this channel called The Law of Insights. Now, it's from probably, I think it was from a couple of years ago, but like who cares? The information is relevant, okay? So I don't want to take this as Lindsay. I will tell you when I'm sharing what they shared, and then I will tell you when I'm sharing what my mind is sharing. So there's no confusion around who said what, right? Who said what? So it's called The Secret Truth Behind Consciousness. Ooh, VIP Jewel says, VIP, Deborah, good morning, everyone. I thought maybe you were on this morning. I'm on every morning. Kai, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. You're welcome, Colorful Sky. Colorful Sky, thank you for the follow. For those of you that are new here, I am very much focused on teaching you your energy so you can actually transform your life. The assumption being that as you raise your frequency, you become abundant in all areas of life. You become abundant in love, in health, in wealth. Those are the three main things every human wants anyway, right? And when I say abundant, I'm talking thriving. I'm not talking like, yeah, I have the things I need. I am talking, I have more than what I need. And now my cup is overflowing and I can share with others, right? That's the vibe here. You love my nails, Miracle 1507. Well, thank you for that. Thanks for being here. Hello, Dreamo. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Okay, so let's breathe. Take a deep breath in through the nose, belly nice and full. Drink in a little bit more and let it out. Let's get on with the show. Let's get on with the show. All right, let's see. Yeah, if you guys are new here, VIP Erin, thank you for that confirmation. By the way, at the beginning of the show, I have been working diligently on becoming a better content creator in the background. Diligently for a week now. It has been on my mind to the point that in my sleep, I am creating content and replying to people. So it is very much in my mental space right now. And I am figuring out the formula, and it feels really good. Because for a long time, I was just willy-nilly floating through TikTok land. And now I'm like, I see, I understand. My coach is really helping me. And it's exciting because that means more people get to experience what is happening in the cosmos. They get to experience what the spiritual journey really looks like, and they get to probably get some confirmations through my page around like they're on the right path in some way, somehow. Miracle, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Well, actually, you've been in the chat, but thank you for the follow. All right, so if any of that excites any of you that are new here, I do host a community called the Cosmic Collective, where the intention in that space is to heal, learn your energy, stand into higher frequencies, and start manifesting your best reality. Okay, that is the intention of that space. So if you are interested in any of those things, no matter where you're at in your journey, you may want to join. It's only $49 a month. And as soon as you enter, you get access to multiple energetic lessons. You get access to a Discord, a daily Discord where you can connect with community members. And I'm on there 24/7. I mean, I do have to sleep and I do have to take time away from the computer, but I'm on there answering questions within 24 hours, I would say. And you get monthly group energy healing and 2 spiritual Q&As live on Zoom with me. And those are all on replay, so you can always access them later. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, people love those Kazemi videos. Yes, they did. If that's something you are interested in, then you may want to join the Cosmic Collective. If your heart says, I need that, and you have the $49 a month to do that, give it a chance. Give it a chance. If your heart is like, I don't know about that, then don't. Right? Because the vibe is not right for you, and that's okay. All right. Just horsing around. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Yes, they did love the Kazemi videos, VIP Erin. I really, actually, I'm very proud of myself. And I'll share with you guys inside the Cosmic Collective some numbers, perhaps to inspire some of you to get going on your social media journey. Come grow with us. VIP Jewel says, yes, please. I love that. But I'm not going to share them. I don't know if I'll share them to my email list, but I'm going to share some numbers to the community inside as inspiration, right? All right, so let me find my notes for today. Oh boy. I need to refresh my notes app, but we're going to talk about frequency, and we're going to talk about really like tapping into your fullest potential. I keep getting emails around tapping into your fullest potential, how most humans are only using 1% of their fullest potential, all these things. Do I think I will ever in this lifetime reach my fullest potential? I don't know, right? Because I don't know if I'm going to transition into the ethers out of this physical body and go up to wherever, to the council, and they're gonna say, hey, you actually have more karma you need to work out. This was like a really good lifetime. Great job, Lindsay, but you've got to go back down. I don't know. Will I want to? I don't know, right? So will I reach my fullest potential in this lifetime? I don't know, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to create the best life I can for myself, because that's exciting. And I don't want to suffer. I think that's not exciting. So we're talking about tapping into the potential. And in this video, once again, it's on YouTube, called The Secret Truth Behind Consciousness. Law of Insights is the channel. They start off the show saying that to tap into your fullest potential, you must elevate your consciousness by using frequencies. I said, okay, good start. I believe that. I trust in that. I have not listened to the telepathy tapes. No, not yet. So they say that consciousness is our inner self. It's the seat of our thoughts, perceptions, and our emotions. It is our awareness of the world around us and our connection to it. How beautiful is that? That's super beautiful. I actually have my QHHT certification, TS Proles. So yes, I agree. Dolores Cannon is a powerful place, I would say the expert in past lives, in my opinion. The name again, The Secret Truth Behind Consciousness, the Law of Insights is the channel. Law of Insights is the channel. You can watch the video, or you can just open your ears right now and pay attention to what I'm going to share with you, because I've grasped and grabbed kind of the most important things. Okay, so they go on to talk about, and I'm going to try, I got through like half of it, and I'll try to do half today, half tomorrow. And then a reminder for those that are new, I'm not going to be live Thursday or Friday. I'm traveling. If you ever miss a show, you can catch me on YouTube at I'm Lindsay with Love. So you might want to go subscribe there. But I will be active on TikTok. I just won't be live Thursday and Friday. Okay, so they say that the most fundamental aspect of the universe, by the way, this is very like physics coded, but then we have to think about metaphysics, right? Quantum physics. So physics from a very tangible perspective, but then quantum physics from a very intangible perspective, non-tangible, I think intangible perspective, right? Shalom777, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Mommy Phoenix, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. TS Proles, thank you for the follow. All right. Well, I think we're all telepathic, TS Proles, and I'm not going to get into that today, but I believe we're all telepathic. My partner and I are telepathic. We are constantly finishing each other's sentences, whether it's pattern recognition because we've been together for so long and we know each other's vibe, or whether it's true telepathy. It's like when you think of your friend and then they text you, right? How did that happen? Well, we're all energetically connected under the law of one. So if the power is there, then it's there, right? I believe it. I have no qualms with that. They say the most fundamental aspect of the universe is consciousness. That's what Deepak Chopra says. They quoted Deepak Chopra in this video, which I thought was a nice synchronicity because we were just talking Deepak Chopra the other day. The most fundamental aspect of the universe is consciousness. It encompasses our capacity to perceive, interpret, and interact with the world around us, involving many different cognitive processes they say, such as perception, memory, volition, and cognition, amongst others. So really consciousness is at the base of it all, right? It's at the base of it all. And to activate, remember, let's take it to the beginning of the whole show, to tap into your greatest potential, what does one must do? Elevate their consciousness. Elevate their consciousness. They say there's many different levels of consciousness, from basic awareness. I see things around me, right? I'm conscious of a computer sitting right here. I'm conscious that I'm live on TikTok. I can see that I can feel that I'm holding a coffee mug, to higher states of enlightenment. And these higher states of enlightenment are really where you gain profound insights, where you experience unconditional love, and a sense of oneness with the universe. So if you're on a spiritual path, depending on where you're at in your journey, you might have learned the law of one. This is the one law of the universe that reigns supreme over every single other law. And this law states that we are all from the same source energy, which means we are all energetically connected. And so by hurting somebody else, I'm only hurting myself. By hyping somebody else up, I'm hyping myself up, right? By honoring the planet, I'm honoring all of nature and myself. By respecting myself, I respect others. It's that kind of a vibe, right? I have a flash goal. Oh my gosh, did somebody just light up my entire gift gallery or something? What just happened? I wasn't paying attention, you guys. Let's start it. We have a flash goal. All right, you guys, I need 7 gifters to send me a heart me in my live, and I'm gonna pin it to get more attention. We are all connected, Jill says. Isn't that so cool? VIP Deborah says, yeah. VIP Deborah says, Mark and I and my friends do it all the time. Yeah. Thank you, VIP Brenda, for the heart me. VIP Mel Al is in the house. Thank you for the gifts. Did I miss somebody gifting me and like lighting up a goal? I have no idea. Thank you guys. We have 14 minutes left and I need 5 more gifters to send me a heart me. I appreciate you all for playing this fun TikTok game of life. Okay, so the law of one, you guys. We are spiritually connected. We are one with the universe. We are part of human nature, right? It's very beautiful. Thank you for the heart me's, you guys. Thank you, thank you. We have 13 minutes. 13 minutes, 5 more heart me's. If you got one, will you send one? I appreciate you all. This is fun. Okay. He goes on to say that we need to understand then how our frequencies intertwine with our consciousness. Like, what does that actually mean? And he says, in the physics definition, frequency is the number of occurrences of a repeating event or a unit of time, He says, you can imagine it as the rhythm of consciousness, as the unique vibrational pattern of energy that encapsulates our mental, emotional, and spiritual states, right? So Abraham Hicks is really good at explaining this, which he says all the time. Our frequency is like a radio dial, and we can tune it. You tune the radio to the frequency, you get the country station. You tune it to the hip-hop station, you get the hip-hop station. You turn the dial a little bit more, you get the sad, sappy love songs from forever ago. I don't know, whatever, right? Whatever station you want to listen to. You can only do it one per person, womp womp. That's okay, you guys. That's okay, no worries. I mean, I'm happy, it's fun. It's fun that they're giving me this opportunity, right? To have a flash goal. If 5 more people are listening and 5 more people have a heart me they would like to give to my flash goal, I would be appreciative. But it's okay if you don't want to. It's not the end of the world. We're not here for that. We're here to learn. Okay, let's keep going. So, Wrong button. Sorry, guys. Okay, so they say it's like a radio, and our consciousness can be tuned to different frequencies, which connect to different states of awareness. So interestingly enough, and I'm not going to go into this today because I do not have enough knowledge to really go into it, but I was listening to a Bashar video a long time ago. Thank you for the Heart Me VIP, Rebecca. I appreciate it. 4 more to go, you guys. 4 more to go. 12 minutes. You can do it. I trust in you. A while ago, I was listening to a Bashar video, and he was like, now this might blow some of your minds, and I have not studied it enough. So please take it with a grain of salt. Do your own research and experiment on yourself and your body. Yes, exactly, Jill, that is, and we'll get to the music part in a second. But he basically says, Bashar, he says that each frequency correlates with the major arcana of the tarot deck. I was like, whoa, that's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. Now, I have not done enough research or experimentation in my own life to take that statement any further, but this is what he has channeled. Daryl Anka channels from Bashar that the frequencies that we're in are very much correlated to the major arcana of the tarot. Okay, so take that with a grain of salt. Do some experimentation in your life. This is your life, so please experiment with it. Fatima, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show. All right, you guys, 4 more heart me's. Anybody want to give up a heart me? Thank you for the follow, Jane. Welcome to the show. So then he goes on, this video goes on to quote Nikola Tesla, and Tesla says, and most people, if you're on a spiritual journey, you've heard this before, which is why you're interested in this information. Tesla says, if you want to find out the secrets of the universe, you must think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Okay, that is why inside of the Cosmic Collective, we are so mindful. You are building your awareness. You are understanding what you are saying that's keeping you in a loop. You are understanding what you are doing to break free. You are understanding what you've done to manifest what emotional state you were in, and you are understanding when it backfires on you, right? This is what you're learning inside of that space. So if you're not learning it inside of that space, please interact with me more, ask me more questions, because the whole point of you being there is to transform yourself and transcend into higher frequencies. And along with that comes money, a bigger audience, better love lives, better relationships with self and others, right? All those health, all those beautiful things. So please interact more if you need more help with that, but that is the gist, and that is what, yeah, connection with higher self for sure, right? So this video goes on to say that frequencies act as gateways to elevated states of consciousness. Frequencies act as gateways, entrance into elevated states of consciousness. Let me get my YouTube. I'm not on YouTube. There we are. Okay, I want to make sure I don't miss anything in the YouTube chat as well. So by harnessing the power of your frequency and understanding frequencies, you can then tap into these gateways and step into greater levels of consciousness. And how do you do that? It's pretty obvious at this point. Meditation, grounding, spending time in nature, quieting the mind, disconnecting from electronics, having a space that is maybe electronic free, understanding what really lights you up, following your heart, putting boundaries to those things that don't light you up, stopping the association with lower vibrational people that you know that drag you down and deplete your energy, right? Shay Shay's in the house. Good morning, Shay Shay. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So then later on in this video, they go into quote physics again. They give another definition around physics, frequencies. That's the hard one. What's the hard one? The boundaries, Jill? Can you elaborate? Sometimes I talk quickly and then I don't know what I just said. So what's the hard one? The setting boundaries with people that, good morning, Shannon, hello. The boundaries. It can be at the beginning, yeah, it can be. For those that have a heart me that are free, we literally have, I don't know, it looks like we have 8 minutes left to get 4 more heart me's. Do you want to try to see if we can get this flash goal to see what happens next? I'm curious. If you have a heart me free, will you send it my way? I need 4 more. Okay, so boundaries, let's remember, you guys, and I'll say this all the time. And so when the boundary conversation comes up, I want to remind each of you, and I think it's important, which is boundaries are beneficial for both parties involved. Boundaries are not a bitchy thing that you do. Thank you for the heart me, Shannon. I appreciate it. We're getting so close, you guys. 3 more people in the next 6 minutes. 3 more people, 8 minutes. Sorry. Oh, Jules, thank you for the microphone. Boundaries are not something you do because you're bitchy or you're a jerk or whatever. And I don't like to swear on TikTok, but sometimes I've got to like push the point home. Boundaries are to show people how you respect yourself, how you value yourself. And on the opposite side, the receiving end is if the boundary is crossed, it allows the other person an opportunity to sit with themselves, do some self-reflection work, and perhaps evolve and grow. Now, sometimes people will cross a boundary and they will choose not to grow. They will choose to make you the villain of their story, and that's okay. That's not your problem. You have protected your space, you have protected your vibration, and maybe it hurts, but it is what it is. Are you going to lower your vibration so other people can feel comfortable around you? No. Honestly, no. Don't dim your light. Thank you, Cat Dog. I appreciate it. 2 more to go, you guys. 2 more heart me's. If you have one, can you send it? I want to see what happens to this flash goal. Bex, thank you. We have 1 more to go, and we have 7 minutes to do it. I trust that in 7 minutes, 1 more heart me can come to this show, can find me. VIP Jewel says, facts. I told my husband last night how we need to release our old stories that were created by VIP Jewels. Thank you, Bex. Welcome to the chat. Bex, did you sneak in? Good morning. That were created by family. Yeah, of course. Big time, right? Yeah, other people create stories for our lives, and then they imprint on us every time we spend time with those people, right? So another reason boundaries are really important. I will tell you all the time, some people in my family are really into what I'm doing. They're really excited about my growth, my spiritual evolution, my understanding, my ability to help them feel calmer, more alive, more vibrant. And other people are not into it at all. Boundaries are very important in those family relationships. Because otherwise I'm being imprinted upon as my 14 or 15-year-old self, which, let's just be real, is vastly different than the person I am today. Vastly. I don't even, like, that energy is not alive anymore, you know? And I'm sure some of you resonate with that. And that's why boundaries are very key too. Because when you get around people that you've known your whole life, the imprinting happens. They look at you at a certain age, a certain energy, whatever, and they start to interact with you in that perception. And so you have to set a boundary to say, I am not that person anymore. This is how I'm appearing. And you don't typically use your voice in that way. You show up with action. You show up in a new frequency. And it can be felt, right? Our auras speak with each other before we verbally speak with each other. That's how you know the vibe is off with somebody before you even spoke with them. Because your auras are like, no, right? But in the context of hanging out with people that have known you your whole life. Thank you, Shay Shay, for helping me achieve my flash goal. Now what happens? Let's see. Nothing has happened yet. View, theme, reward. Okay. Now we've achieved our flash goal and it doesn't do anything. Okay. You've won this live goal theme and it will last for 24 hours from the moment you achieve the flash goal. You guys, I have no idea what's happening. Okay. When your family members imprint upon you, it is your job to stand in your highest vibration, your newest vibration. In other words, you have to set the boundary, whether energetically or using your voice. And sometimes that boundary means there is distance, there is space, there is lack of communication for some time for the other person to decide if they want to level up to your frequency or if they don't. And if they don't, then that's okay, right? That's their choice. This can happen with friends, family. It typically is like family vibes, right? Because your family has known you since you were born, typically. Ah, so pretty! Oh my gosh, I wanted to see how those fairy wings looked. Thank you so much, Jules, for those colorful wings. That was so freaking pretty. Nikki, Namaste Mindset Coach. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. VIP Deborah says, good morning, Shay Shay. Thank you for the bracelet. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for helping me with my goal. VIP Deborah says, I've always been very boundary set. Most people would just say I'm a bitch, but I've always come first. Yeah. I mean, that's what's going to happen, especially if you start to set a boundary that you've never set before, because the other person is like, whoa, where did this come from? And you're like, well, I've been working internally on myself and I've realized that you've been walking all over me, right? And so now, since I've realized that, I'm going to do my best to stand in my highest vibration, which means not feeling bad when I'm around you, which means setting a boundary for myself and for you as well, right? Coach Tommy, excuse me, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the heart me. I literally leveled up in this app, Shay Shay says. Well, thank you, Shay Shay. I believe in that. Who else? Thank you for the GOAT Friday, more weeks. Welcome to the chat. I just want to try to make sure that I'm not missing anybody. You guys, thank you for the heart me's. Could never see you being a biddy. Yeah, VIP Mel L, I agree with that. But people perceive everything differently, right? Which is also why we don't want to judge people based on like one interaction or one experience. But also trust your intuition. So there is kind of that balance. Okay, so they go on to say, this video goes on to say that physics also describes frequency as the rate at which a vibration occurs that constitutes a wave. Now, I know this is a little bit sciencey, but hear me out, and I'm going to kind of give some visuals so you understand what the heck we're talking about here. Frequency is a rate at which a vibration occurs that constitutes a wave. A wave is this: up, down, back up. That's a wave, okay? A complete wave. In material, it's called sound waves in a material, and in an electromagnetic field, it's called radio waves and light. And this video says that between the sound waves and the radio waves and the light, this is our universe swirling in this beautiful harmony together, right? How cool, how cool. I freaking love it. VIP Jewel says, boundaries are boundaries are boundaries, gotta have them, mic drop, yep. That's their own mirror, bless their heart. VIP Mal, that is a very much a Southern thing to say, bless their heart. It's so funny. Okay, so, our universe is a combination of these, and the video goes on to say that everything possesses a different frequency. I want to remind you all that you are energetically so unique. Not a single soul has your energy. Not a single soul. How powerful is that? Super freaking powerful, right? So once you understand your uniqueness, and then you heal yourself, you raise your vibration, now you have your authenticity, you have your high vibrational frequency, and the combination of the two is the most beautiful manifesting power you'll ever experience. And all of a sudden, you feel very free because you're totally yourself, you're living your best life, and it's like magic is swirling around you, and all of a sudden this is happening for you, and that is happening for you, and this is expanding, and this is evolving, and so, and this, and that, and that, and that. And it's just this beautiful swirling constantly. And it's exciting, it really is. All right, so let me see. So everything possesses a specific frequency. So I want to share with you how this kind of works from a vibration perspective. So a slow frequency is a low vibration. A slow frequency, a slow frequency is a low vibration. Okay. A slow vibration is a low frequency. How about that? Slow vibration, low frequency. The wave goes like this. It goes up, real slow, up, it's there, and then it goes real slow down, and it stays down here, it stays down here, it stays down here, way low, which sucks, and then it starts to go up. That's a very slow vibration and a very low frequency. It's up in the high for a while, but it stays down low. Sadness, grief, anger, resentment, fear for a long time. You get stuck down there, okay? A medium frequency looks something like this. It goes up and it goes down and it goes up and it goes down. It's faster, so you're in the highs twice and you're in the lows twice as compared to one high and one low, which means you have raised your frequency and you're calmer. It's less chaotic because it's moving faster. You don't have time to lull down in the low. You don't have time to cry your eyes out every single day in bed down here because you're down one, you're back up one, you're down one, you're back up one. You see? Now a fast vibration, a high frequency looks like this. You're in the high, you're in the low, you're in the high, you're in the low. But you're not feeling high, low, high, low, high, low. No, what you're feeling is calm. Because the energy is moving so quickly that you're like, that was awesome. Then you're like, oh, this is kind of a challenge. But now I'm back into now I've got a solution. And then I'm back in maybe an opportunity to grow. Now I have a solution. And so in the highest vibration, it's not that you're like bouncing off the walls, crazy, chaotic, happy. You are calm. You're calm. And calm energy is what really does attract to you. You're not down, sad for a very long time. You don't have time to be because your energy is like this. It doesn't mean you're like this. It just means that you're like, I'm chill, I'm unbothered, life is good. Oh, this is a perceived problem I have today. Thank you for making me a cowboy VIP Aaron. Yeehaw, bless your heart. I'm gonna take a page out of VIP Mal Al's book. It's not that you have It's not that you're like really upset about anything. You're just recognizing that problems are opportunities. You move through your day, you're honoring your energy, and it's in a very even-keeled way. And I always thought Bob Proctor was the one who said calmness of mind is one of the most beautiful jewels of life, but I was actually wrong. It's James Allen from As a Man Thinketh, I believe. And that's a really beautiful, beautiful idea, right? Calmness of mind is one of the most beautiful jewels of life. Most people are not physically exhausted. Most people are mentally exhausted. Mentally. What is anxiety? It's a mental construct, right? So when you raise your frequency, you have a calm mind. You're able to manage your emotions. You don't get pissed off at the slightest inconvenience. Oh, the gas station didn't have the soda you wanted. Geez Louise, life is over, right? Like, who cares? As a very weird example, right? And you just keep moving along. You're like, okay, what's next, right? Life is good. Let me get caught up with the comments. Not too many. Beck says, I need to remember to shield myself when I talk to my mom. Yeah, and take it a step further, Bex, and go into the conversation at your newest frequency. Because what's going to happen is, especially moms or people that are older than you, so older siblings, parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, because they've known you since you were born, right? You have not known them since they were born, but they've known you since you were born. They're going to be the hardest ones to really maintain your frequency with, because they view you at a certain age, at a certain trauma, with a certain story. And if you have been somebody who's been sharing a certain story with your family members for quite some time, your family members are not just going to immediately release themselves from that sad story either. So you have got to do your work, but then you've got to also set the boundary to say, I am not that sad story anymore. I am not that low vibrational energy in reality anymore. And I don't want to talk about that anymore, because that's not what I'm creating. And that's not my focus. So I know some like older elderly people, and I'm sure you guys do too, and they are still stuck on something that happened to them 20 years ago. They will tell the same story about it. They will view somebody and they're like, that person ruined so-and-so's whatever. Like, does anybody have that? Like, have you ever experienced that? Where it's like that is their story and they are sticking to it, and there is no way you are going to convince them to release out of that story. I have a few people in my reality like that, and I just find it quite interesting. I'm like, you are causing your own misery. Release the story. Who cares? It happened 20 years ago. It is so far done. Even if it happened 1 year ago, like, that's a whole year. That's 365 days of the same story. Like, right? You will feel free when you release it. You really will. All right, VIP Aaron, thank you for lighting up my gift gallery. I really appreciate it. VIP Jules, exactly. Thank you for putting those feelings into words for me. You got it. VIP Mal is laughing at my bless your heart, I'm pretty sure. This is what I'm struggling with. My mother, Cat Dog says, moms are like almost the hardest, I think, it seems. Kiowas, my love, I think is how you say it. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Beck says, so true that along with dementia, she has gotten mean. Yeah, I mean, when there is like medical decline, like health decline, that's like a whole nother thing, right? So, mom's POV, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Cat Dog says, this is what I'm struggling with my mom. VIP Brenda says, yes, it's so hard. She overthinks and stresses herself out. I don't know what to do. I want to influence her to be better. Beck says, yes, she has never said a nice thing about my dad. VIP Brenda says, draining to talk to them. VIP Deborah says, now that you mention it, I don't ever remember ever of my family doing that, talking people down. It's not about talking people down. It's about like keeping people in a box, right? Like, so I don't want to say it's necessarily about people talking crap on other people. It's more about like they have such a strong picture of that person in their minds that even if the person like went from like never being able to do like a cartwheel, and now they are like in the Cirque du Soleil as an acrobat getting paid to like tour the world, they would still be like, that person can't even do a cartwheel. Right? And I know that's a very extreme example and it came out of literally nowhere. It came straight from the cosmos to my brain, but to that point where it's like, I can't believe they're in Cirque du Soleil now because they can't even do a cartwheel. And it's like, well, they practiced and now they can, right? It's that kind of a vibe. It's like, let people out of the box. You got to let people out of the box. As far as influencing other people, like Cath Dog for you, I would just spend time when you're with your mom being very carefree and trying to shift conversations when the worry conversation starts to come in, right? When the anxiety conversation starts to come into play, just try to shift it and be the proof. For anyone on the spiritual journey, anyone on the energetic journey, your job is really to be the proof to other people. This energy idea is real. This is what I've done. This is how I've changed my life. I know my thoughts create my reality because I had this thought a year ago and now here it is in my reality. And you be the proof, right? That's what I've decided to do for myself, and that's what I'll continue to do. And I think that inspires people more than anything, because anyone can talk. We all have a mouth. But if you are talking the talk, but there's nothing to show for it, then people are not going to listen to you. They're going to be annoyed with you, right? So intellectually we understand, but we do all the integration work so that way we can prove in a very tangible way that this is real. And I think that's the best to do. That's the best to do. All right. Yeah, they never just went on about their lives. They didn't even bring up grudges or anything. VIP Deborah says, yeah, that's good. KDS says, sometimes people don't download the new information once you've made the changes. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good way of looking at it. But also, if they're unaware, like, I have people that are asleep in my reality still. Like, some of my family's still asleep. So that gets a little tricky too, right? Because you're like, okay, well, it's hard to have a very energetic conversation with somebody who is unwilling to open their mind to it or is still asleep and just doesn't know what they don't know. And either way, it's okay. I'm not judging anybody, but I just become aware. I know what I can say to certain people. I know what I should just leave. Like, this is not the conversation I'm having. I will talk to you about the weather if that's what you'd like, right? It's that kind of vibe. 987, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. For those of you that are new here, if you are like enjoying this, I do host a transformative community where we are talking healing, energy, transcending into new vibrations. It's very much a space to come be vulnerable and share your truth and start learning where you might be, being hung up on your own energy. In other words, what words are you saying that are continuously keeping you playing small? Finding the empowerment and the confidence and the courage to put yourself into the game rather than sitting on the sidelines of your own life. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, you may want to check it out. You can click the link in my profile. It takes you to lindsaywithlove.com, which is my website, and you can click number 2 and you can read all about it. Basically, the idea being to break yourself out of any stuck cycles. Cat Dog says, yeah, she thinks of me as a certain way and struggles to see that I've grown up and changed. Yeah, that's very much mother vibes, right? Because think about it. We leave home at a certain age. And I think that's kind of when you're no longer physically with somebody in the same physical vicinity, I think that's when things shift. My sister and I have this conversation. My brother and I were very different in our mindsets. And some things we just cannot agree upon. My sister and I, in a strange way, are very much more attuned with each other and open to each other in the conversations. And we all, we're siblings, so there's tiffs sometimes that happen. And I thought to myself the other day, I was like, my sister and I were talking, and I'm like, well, my brother has not lived with any of us since I was 16 and she was 14 because he's the oldest brother. So he went away to college, did his own thing. I lived with my sister for a couple more years. And then after my sister and I graduated college, I went and moved to California a year after I graduated college, and after she graduated 2 years later, she called me and was like, I miss you so much, can I come live with you in California? So we spent much of our adult 20s living together. And that was very special for us because we got to learn each other in an adult way, right? My brother didn't have that opportunity with my sister and I. So in his mind, I'm still 16. Right? So you can see where tension would start to rise, or there might be miscommunications that are like, but I'm not that person anymore. And I think that's just what it is. I think the second that you really start to physically separate, especially when it comes to like the children, the mom, kids, dad, kids, whatever, that's when it gets kind of frictiony because the kid has grown and maybe the parent doesn't see that or doesn't experience it fully. And that's okay. That's okay, you guys. VIP Aaron says, can I give an example of how I can shift energy? Yes. VIP Aaron says, this is my dad with me. I'm always too emotional and he can't fathom me as an adult. I'm 50. Exactly. Right? Exactly. My dad had a kind of a certain vision of me sometimes too, and he would compare me to somebody in our family, and I was like, that is like still to this day, I'm like, that is a very strange comparison. But also, like, you're not in charge of somebody else's perspective of you. All you can do is continue to work on yourself, continue to build a very beautiful life, and by doing so, you show them rather than having to try to vocally prove it, because proving it vocally is likely not going to work for anybody. It's like you go to, say you hire somebody on the internet and they're like, I can teach you XYZ and XYZ and XYZ. But if they have no proof, there's no proof in the pudding, you're probably a little bit skeptical, like, can you show me some examples, or can you show me, like, if they're business codes, can you show me your sales? Can you show me something to prove, right? So walking the talk is really where the money's at. Where the money's at in terms of helping other people see that this is real. I shouldn't put that in quotes. This is real, right? All right, VIP Jewel says, speaking of, was your mom mad about the snow yesterday? I didn't talk to my mom yesterday. My mom's been very busy because my grandma has been in and out of the hospital. It's been kind of a strange situation. And so I did not talk to my mom yesterday, but I should text her. Thank you for the team cheers, VIP Aaron. VIP Jewel says, I feel like I'm opposite. Since my daughter has moved on, I very much see all of her amazing change. Well, that's really nice. That's good. Makes me even more proud of her, seeing her more as an adult. Yeah, that's amazing, right? But some people get the opposite. My brother and I, Friday More Week says, my brother and I are awakening together, and it's incredible. That is super cool. Yeah, my sister is, she's there, right? She's like so close. Not necessarily, but I don't want to compare anyone's journey, right? But we kind of are on the same vibe too, and it's a lot of fun. It's good to have somebody to talk about it with, right? Can you help me understand this? This is what I experienced, and we're all going to learn different lessons at different times, so that's what makes it really exciting too. Beck says to VIP Jules, we sent the same thing at the same time. You guys are on the same wavelength. Beck says it's a good reminder of how not to be with your kids and family, right? Yeah, sometimes we learn, sometimes we have experiences and we learn what we will do, and sometimes we have experiences and we learn what we would never do. I worked for a very small business when I first got out of college in the middle of the recession in 2009. And I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I also knew, like, my parents had this vision for me, and I was still I was still asleep. I was still just following societal norms and kind of robotic programming. And I remember, like, this business was so awful, you guys. And I'm not going to share the name or anything. I don't want to talk bad on it, but the money management inside the business was very bad, like, to the point, like, every single day we were like, are we going to have a job tomorrow, kind of a vibe. And I thought to myself, this is such a brilliant moment, because I get to learn what not to do when I build my own business out versus what to do. So sometimes we learn what not to do and sometimes we learn what to do, and either way it's good. Really quickly, you guys, we're going to get to manifesting in a second. We'll finish this conversation, I guess, tomorrow. Think about where your frequency is at. Are you here and then it's really low and everything's very slow and blah? Are you like a little bit medium where things are still a little chaotic, you still get bothered, you're still triggered? Or are you like up here where you're like, okay, cool, keep it moving? And it's not to say you don't have feelings, but you are calm and you don't knee-jerk impulsively react to things. And by doing so, you can truly manifest your best reality. I would say think about that. Katie says, I lucid dream all the time, but I've always been able to fly or do anything against the law of physics. Interesting. Veronica, good morning. Welcome to the chat. We feed off of each other. Friday Moore says, yeah, we're all interconnected, right? Energetically speaking. All right, today's Tuesday, so we're going to get on the new energetic wave together. We are going to manifest together right now. So get your journals out. Reminder to Manifesting Club members, we manifest together tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. right after the show tomorrow. And a reminder, I will not be live Thursday or Friday. I'm going to be traveling with my family. And Cosmic Collective members, I have no updates for you today. I'll see you guys inside of Discord, but let's grab your journals and let's start manifesting. If you guys are interested in joining my community, if it really is like, ooh, that sounds exciting, don't sleep on yourself. If you want to learn more about this and you want to learn it from me, that's the space to do it. And you can learn very quickly, assuming you jump in and interact. Right? But with any community that you sign up for, you have to be an active community member to get the most out of it. All right, we are manifesting. So step one, Dr. James Doty says, he has proven that we manifest and our body changes when we're in manifestation mode. We leave the sympathetic nervous system, we enter into the parasympathetic nervous system, and by doing so, we switch from fear anger, resentment, anxiety, and we move into the state of love, the highest vibration, right? You have training, so you may have to miss the Zoom tomorrow. That's okay. We'll send good vibes out to everybody. All right, so he says step 1 is to write it out, write out what you desire. I say please add in your 5 senses as best you can, so that in step 4, when we visualize, we can really work with the energy. Now, when I started with this manifestation, I manifested over 8,000 new subscribers, I think. It was like a little over 8,000 in like a little over 10 weeks on TikTok. And now my TikTok is soaring. It's just really taking off. I'm very excited. So it does work. If somebody tells me something about energy, I'm gonna like take the experiment and try it for myself. So it does work. So step 1, write it out. I'm gonna read mine out loud so you can understand what I mean when I say add your 5 senses in. So bear with me as I read and write. I start off with I vividly see. I'm gonna plug my phone in. I vividly see. What do you see in your manifestation? I vividly see 1,000 or more. If you are using numbers, always put or more. Don't limit yourself. The universe wants to send you all of your abundance, not half of it. Or more subscribers interacting with me and each other live on YouTube. And I feel so proud and fulfilled. Now I'm feeling, what do you feel? What do you hear? What do you smell? So proud and fulfilled that so many people are experiencing their own empowerment and abundance. Feels good when I come onto these shows and I teach you something and you go take that information and you implement it in your lives and you're like, holy cow, I really can create my reality. That is exciting for me. It really does feel good because you do that and then you start to prove it to other people and then your family or your friends see and they're like, hey, how'd you do that? And then you share with them how you did it and they start to do it and it becomes this ripple effect and everybody starts to feel happier, healthier, and wealthier and better, right? So I do really feel good about it. Step 2 is to read it silently. Step 3 is to read it out loud, so please do that now. I'm not going to read it out loud because I just read it to you. VIP Aaron says, VIP Jewels, I have a meeting and I also have to miss. We'll send you energy. You guys are sweet. And step 4, he says visualize. He says put your hands in prayer or on your heart or you know, however, and visualize. I say let's get our energy moving. We have chakras in our hands, energy wheels in our hands. That's why people have healing hands. Everybody does, by the way. We put our hands to our heart space. The magnet in the heart chakra starts to turn on. We breathe into the heart chakra, inhaling through the nose, visualizing the air and the oxygen going straight into your heart. And on the exhale through the nose, we let the energy out of the heart space. We breathe in, pulling in white light, green light, or pink light into the heart space. And on the exhale through the nose, all the little dust bunnies come out of the heart space, whether it's friction or anxiety or worry or fear. Let these little dust bunnies out of your body and out of your aura. One more time, we inhale and we open the flower in the heart chakra. Big, 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 wide, wide, wide. Every single petal touches the central sun. And on the exhale, we either close the flower, bringing the energy with it, or we let the energy trickle down through the petals into your heart space. I kind of like the idea of them trickling in. I feel like it's easier for me anyway. Bringing your awareness and your attention now to the back of the heart chakra, kind of between the shoulder blades, breathing into the heart chakra, breathing into it. And on the exhale through the nose, letting the energy out. We're kind of ramping it up, right? Breathing in white light, green light, or pink energy. And on the exhale, we let this energy kind of take any little dust bunnies out of our aura and our physical body. Don't worry, the ethers and Mother Earth will rejuvenate and regenerate that energy, so it's not like we're polluting this space. One more time, breathing in and opening the flower on the back of the heart chakra. Big, 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 wide, wide, wide. Touch the central sun, and on the exhale, let that energy trickle through all of the petals in every single direction back into your heart space. And now you are acting out a scene that indicates that whatever you just wrote down has come to life. It is true and it is in your reality right now. Pick a scene, any scene. If you're manifesting $1 million, maybe you just paid all your bills with one click of a button. Maybe you checked your bank account and the money was there. Maybe you were able to take somebody on a shopping spree. If you're manifesting a new car, you're driving in it. If you're manifesting a new job, you're walking into your new office with your name on the door. Whatever it is you want, you've got it. It's an experience. And move your body with the vision. You are acting out the scene. You are not watching it on a TV screen. You are acting it out. I'm going to act mine out. You do yours. And that's all you need to do. Have a great day, Dreama. Enjoy your meeting. I hope it goes well. All right. Nikki G, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show. Let's get on the energetic wave, you guys. This is the new wave. We are on a new wave because I'm ready to be on a new frequency. And I think it's a really powerful time. We just had the Venus Cazimi resetting in love and money and success. We just had the Mercury Cazimi resetting our minds, releasing limiting beliefs that are holding us back. We have the solar eclipse coming up on the 29th. And then we have Neptune entering into Aries for the first time in anyone's lifetime. This is the first time anyone will experience it because it takes 160 years for Neptune to travel around the sun. So this is the first time anybody gets to experience this energy. So we have a lot of big shifts happening in the sky. So with that, I decided to shift my energy as well. You should do the same. Or you get to do the same if that's what you choose to do. How about that? You can choose to do the same. All right, closing the eyes, deep breath in through the nose, belly nice and full. Letting the energy out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. Letting it go. Maybe shrugging the shoulders, rolling the neck. One more deep breath in. Letting it go. Good. Maybe you are focused in on something that you are resetting. This is a good time to train your mind and master your energy, master your thoughts. When you master your thoughts, you start to control them and you're able to manifest much easier. Think of something that you're ready to do, something that you're ready, a fear you're ready to face so that you eliminate it. Maybe you're ready to join the Cosmic Collective, so you sign up after the show. Maybe you're ready to start to take yourself and your life more seriously. Start to learn this stuff. Take your spiritual awakening more seriously. Whatever it is, think of it. And repeating out loud if you can, only silently if you must, because the words that you speak have serious power, so say them with conviction from your solar plexus chakra and with love and intention from your heart space. I am strong, and I created this. Smiling big, showing me your teethers. You're happy, you're creating your best life. And why did I do it? Because I am deserving and worthy of it. I am strong, and I created this. Smiling big, showing me your teethers. And why did I do it? Because I am worthy and deserving of it. And you take this thought, this idea, this feeling, this vision, and you breathe it in, pulling it up the chakra system, giving it to God, Source, Universe, Creator, out of the crown, expanding it out as big as you can. Touch the central sun with it. Hold the vision on the exhale, and you bring it down, down, down. Hold the excitement, the feeling, the vibe, the experience, every single thing about it, and the anticipation of it. Drop it into the root. Good job. Circling it in the root in a clockwise fashion. One more time, I'm doing it with you. Breathing in. Expanding out your vision, hold it at the top, let God, Source, Universe, Creator feel and understand what the heck we are co-creating together. Touch the central sun with it. And on the exhale, you bring the vision down. You're excited. You hold the space. You hold the trust, the faith. You know it's here. It's happening. It's for you. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let it sink into the root. Cement it in a clockwise fashion. One more time. I am strong, and I created this. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. And why did I do it? Because I am worthy and deserving of it. You're on the energetic wave, my friends. I hope you have an amazing day. Nelly, thank you for the follow. What is FFS gonna, what does that mean, VIP Aaron? I was thinking first time in this lifetime. Oh, I'm going to have to do some work around that shift. Well, I mean, it's Neptune, so it's an outer planet. It's going to be more of a collective shift, but we'll all feel it individually. And I'm going to be putting out, thank you so much. This was so helpful. Well, we do this every single day, Cat Dog. So thanks for being here. You might want to join my collective if you're ready to learn and really step into a higher version of yourself. I hope to see new people inside soon. Manifesting Club doors are open, you guys. Manifesting Club doors are open until tonight. Doors close, we manifest tomorrow morning. So they're open for the next couple of hours. Go to Lindsay with Love, click number 3 on my website to get into the Manifesting Club. It's $11 a month if you're interested. FFS, oh, I see. Have a great day, VIP Deborah. VIP Aaron says the second comment was about, the shift in the wave language. Oh, I see. What time do I start every day? At Quiet Revolutionary at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm also replaying on or recording live on YouTube at I'm Lindsay with Love, so go subscribe over there. And a reminder, I will not be live Thursday or Friday this week. Thank you for translating. Yeah, I was like, what? I don't know what that means. All right, you guys, have a great day. Goodbye to my YouTubers. Goodbye to my TikTokers. I will be posting all of the information about all of the shifts for the rest of this week. So please go check your horoscope for the week. Go check the Mercury Kazima. You still have an opportunity to use that. Go watch those videos. Read for your rising sign. I'm posting all of the rising signs for the horoscope this week by the end of today. And stay tuned to my channel, you guys. There's a lot of energetic shifts happening in the sky, so stay tuned. Have a great day. Thank you guys for being here and participating. Goodbye, YouTubers. Have an awesome day.